Hello, Kyo here. Today we're going to be going over how to set up and use dummy clips in Ableton Live. Dummy clips are audio clips that are used in Ableton Live Session View, used to automate effects and parameters of other sound sources that are routed through them. You could, for instance, create a dummy clip that would take any sound source and slowly add a delay effect over the course of a couple bars. The possibilities are really limitless. The final effect is going to be something similar to what you see here. Okay, let's get started. To use dummy clips, we're going to have a few things that need to be done to get going. For one, you're going to need a couple audio tracks. In this case, I just have a couple loops from the library, a drum loop, and this glitchy thing that we'll use just to test, but really it can be any audio or MIDI tracks that you want to send through these dummy clips. So the first thing that you'll do after you have some sound sources to work with is you'll create a new audio track. Command T. I would rename this to dummy clips. And what you're going to want to do now is just record some blank audio, just 1 bar audio into this. So that's fine. We can set this off. This first clip that gets used, as you can see, it's 1 bar, and what we will want to rename this is reset. What this particular clip is going to do when launched is it's going to reset all the effects that we're going to use to their default settings. You know, some planning would be great here. So I know in this case that we're going to want to have a filter, actually no, an auto filter, a beat repeat, and a ping pong delay. So what you'll do is you will basically, on the auto filter, for instance, we know that we're going to be automating the filter frequency. So just go ahead and click on that, then double click on your first clip, get it into envelope mode. Because we clicked on that particular parameter, we see it here in our envelope section. All we're going to do is set a breakpoint that when launched it'll snap it back up to this max value. The next thing we're going to do is on the beat repeat. First thing, let's just get this set up the way that I like it. Chance to 0. We will first be setting this clip to turn the beat repeat off. So we have beat repeat, and add a point down here. As you can see, it'll turn that off. The second thing that we're going to do is automate the grid. So we'll click on grid, double click the clip, and we'll just set a point here, maybe drag it up to a quarter. That way when we launch this clip, it'll reset it to a quarter. Finally, the ping pong delay, we're going to want to automate this wet dry, or dry wet rather. We'll drag this down to 0%. Double click this, ping pong, dry wet, add a breakpoint, and now when we launch this clip, it'll reset down to 0% on the dry wet settings. So now that we have kind of the basics of the effects set up, what we can do is just option drag this clip down here, and we'll make this first one, we'll rename it to filter, and go ahead and double click it, and we'll just find the auto filter and the frequency, and what we'll do is we'll do an upswing on this filter. So we'll go ahead and add an endpoint and drag this down to say about 300. Maybe add a little curve. You can add automation curves by holding down the Option button and dragging. So we'll kind of start it out slowly and then ramp it up. Now what we'll do, make sure that this launch box is showing, and we'll put a follow action on it so that when it's done playing its 1-bar automation, it'll actually go and automatically launch the reset clip. So we have this set to a follow action time of 1 bar, and from here we'll have it go back to the first clip when it gets to the end. As you can see, when we launch this filter clip, it's going to play through, and then it will automatically start playing the reset clip at the end. That's why we put follow filters on. Okay, so we will Option drag down the reset, and we will name this one delay. Double click it and adjust the ping pong delay settings for the dry wet, and we're going to sweep up the dry wet from 0% to 100%, and we'll ramp this one up quickly in the beginning, like so. Go ahead and set the follow action to first clip again, and that delay is set. Option drag down the reset clip again, rename to beat repeat, double click it, and we'll select beat repeat. We'll first turn it on by selecting the repeat, drag it up to the on position, and now we'll go ahead and monkey with the grid. So first I'll show this, set the grid to about 1/4 bar. I'll turn on my draw mode, and we'll just have it set to, it doesn't really matter, but it could be anything that you want. Just do kind of the typical ramp up. Also set this follow action to go back to the first. So now we have these dummy clips set up, and now all we need to do is route the audio through this track. So we have 2 audio tracks, and currently they're set to go out the master. By the way, if you can't see this section, you'll want to click this little I/O button here. So under audio 2, go ahead and send it through the dummy clips. And what this is going to do is the audio is going to play, and it's going to go through this dummy clip track, and then finally out through the master instead of from here directly to the master. Another thing that you need to do is set the monitor to in, and this way it's going to set the track to just listen for audio. So now we can hit play. And now we can just launch these clips of pre-made audio automation effects just by launching these clips. Okay, that's it. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below, and thank you.